Every great success story begins with a vision, an idea that seems impossible at first but becomes reality through determination, innovation, and relentless hard work. The story of Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft, is one of the most inspiring tales in the modern world. From a curious child fascinated by computers to becoming one of the richest men alive, Gates' journey is proof that intelligence, combined with persistence, can change the course of history. His success was not a matter of chance. It was the result of passion, risk-taking, and a clear vision of the future. William Henry Gates III, better known as Bill Gates, was born on October 28, 1955, in Seattle, Washington. He grew up in a middle-class family with his father, William H. Gates Sr., a successful lawyer, and his mother, Mary Maxwell Gates, a schoolteacher and a member of several corporate boards. From the beginning, Gates' parents encouraged him to be competitive, hardworking, and ambitious. As a child, Bill was highly intelligent, curious, and independent. He developed a love for reading at an early age, devouring encyclopedias and books that expanded his imagination. Unlike most children, Gates preferred spending hours immersed in his studies rather than playing outside. This passion for learning would later fuel his journey into the world of computers. In 1968, when Gates was just 13, his school, Lakeside School, bought a computer terminal. At that time, computers were rare and expensive. Most schools didn't have access to them, but Lakeside had secured one through the Mothers Club fundraising. This single decision would change Gates' life forever. Bill Gates quickly became obsessed with the machine. He and his close friend Paul Allen spent countless hours learning how to program. They taught themselves programming languages like BASIC, experimenting and writing small programs for fun. Gates was so captivated that he sometimes skipped classes to spend more time with the computer. Soon, Gates, Allen, and a few other students formed a group called the Lakeside Programmers Club. They began testing the limits of computers, often finding bugs in the software. Instead of getting punished, the company that owned the computer system, Computer Center Corporation, CCC, allowed Gates and his friends to work for free in exchange for finding and fixing glitches. This was Gates's first taste of real-world problem-solving with technology. Gates wasn't just a brilliant student, he also had an entrepreneurial mindset. At 15, he and Paul Allen developed a software program called Trafo Data, which analyzed traffic flow data. They created a small company around it, and although it wasn't a huge success, it gave Gates valuable experience in running a business and building software for real-world use. By the time Gates finished high school, he had already developed a deep love for computer programming and entrepreneurship. Bill Gates was born on October 28, 1955, in Seattle, Washington, into a well-educated and supportive family. His father, William H. Gates Sr., was a prominent lawyer, while his mother, Mary Maxwell Gates, was a schoolteacher, businesswoman, and served on several corporate boards, including that of United Way International. From an early age, Bill showed signs of exceptional intelligence and competitiveness. He was especially curious about puzzles, reading, and logical reasoning. His parents noticed his academic potential and encouraged him to pursue intellectual growth. When Bill was 13, his parents enrolled him at the Lakeside School, a private preparatory school known for academic rigor. It was at Lakeside that he first encountered a computer, moment that would shape his life forever. In 1968, Lakeside School acquired a teletype Model 33 terminal, connected to a General Electric GE computer. For most students, computers were confusing machines, but Bill Gates was instantly fascinated. He quickly learned how to program in BASIC, writing simple programs like tic-tac-toe. At Lakeside, Gates met Paul Allen, 2 years older but equally passionate about computers. Their friendship and collaboration would prove pivotal in shaping the future of technology. Bill and Paul, along with a few other students, formed the Lakeside Programmers Club. They used their knowledge to study computer systems, often exploiting bugs to get extra computing time. Instead of punishing them, school administrators encouraged their talent and provided opportunities to learn more. After excelling in high school, Gates enrolled at Harvard University in 1973. He initially pursued law, following in his father's footsteps, but his heart was always in computers. At Harvard, Gates met Steve Ballmer, later Microsoft CEO, and continued working with Paul Allen on software projects. In 1975, Paul Allen showed Gates a magazine article about the Altair 8800, an early personal computer. The two realized that the future of computing lay not in giant mainframes, but in personal computers for ordinary people. They quickly developed a version of BASIC, for the Altair and presented it to its creators, MITS, Micro-Instrumentation and Telemetry Systems. The project was a success, and soon Gates dropped out of Harvard to focus entirely on software development with Paul Allen. In April 1975, Gates and Allen founded Microsoft, short for Microcomputer Software. Their vision was simple, yet revolutionary: a computer on every desk and in every home, running Microsoft software. Microsoft's early success came from writing interpreters for BASIC and developing software for other early computers. In 1980, Microsoft signed a deal with IBM to provide the operating system for its first personal computer. Instead of selling IBM exclusive rights, Microsoft retained ownership of the software, called MS-DOS, Microsoft Disk Operating System.